I'm not going to talk because I'm very heated right now and I have a razor in my hand. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another update from your hairy godmother, your less hairy godmother. Very, very different video today. We're just sitting here together and we are going to share the comments that we've heard. And not because we're going to dwell or because we want pity, but because sometimes you just need to vent that shit out. So I'm gonna talk to you, whoever's watching this, like you're my bestie, and I'm gonna actually tell you real life comments, just maybe the top 3 that I've heard in the last 20 years living with this beard, this unwanted facial hair. Literally leave me a comment about the comments you've heard and just let it go and just tell me what happened. 2 of the 3 comments that I'm going to share were from very close family members. The 3rd comment was from a dude that I was seeing, hanging out with. So in no particular order, the first comment was from my nephew, 5 or 6 years old. So we were at Six Flags, and although I had shaved, you know, this was later in the afternoon, and my 5 o'clock shadow, even after I shaved, was still present at 8 a.m. Busy AF, hundreds of thousands of people standing in line, bright, sunny, shiny day on my face. My nephew just points to me and says, "You have a beard." I felt every head turn and look at me. And I just closed my eyes, and we were like the next people to get on the ride. So fortunately, I roller coastered the F out of there. Many years have gone by. My nephew is now 24. We have actually talked about that situation since he's become an adult, and he was like, "Dude, I absolutely remember saying that to you, and I am so, so sorry." And I was like, "Babe, you just were an honest child reacting to something that looked odd." So sometimes you just hear these comments from somebody that doesn't understand, but that's young and innocent. Comment number 2 was from just a guy that I was hanging out with. It wasn't exactly a debilitating comment, but he basically said, "I mean, it doesn't really bother me as long as you shave every single time before you ever hang out with me, then we'll be good." Got it. Got it. Needless to say, I stopped hanging out with him. And last, but certainly not least, this is the worst. My uncle. This is from my uncle. I was probably 23 or 24 at my cousin's graduation party. So there was a ton of people there, and it was the summertime, and the sun yet again shone down on my 5 o'clock shadow at 8 a.m. My uncle is a very honest, blunt, borderline careless person in regards to what he says to people. But his bluntness is what made me kind of really close to him. Long story short, him and my aunt have since divorced and haven't seen him in a long time. But anyways, I digress. My uncle comes up to me almost in a performative way and goes, "You know, you should really shave." And like, I heard all the conversations around me kind of cease. And again, the fucking heads turning and looking at me. Almost as quickly as my uncle said it, he like disappeared and went into the house, and I was just like, whatever, dude. My uncle comes back outside, walks up to me and goes, here, use it. So not only did he say his dick comment, then he chose to go in the house. I'm not going to talk because I'm very heated right now and I have a razor in my hand. He not only said the comment, but he went into the house to get the razor just to jab the knife even further in on his insult. Not to mention he did it in front of 10 to 15, 20 something year olds. So then the question is, well, what did I say? What did you say? Did you kick him in the nuts? No, I didn't. But I think the look I gave him almost blew holes through his eye sockets with the lasers that came jetting out of my pupils. I didn't give him the satisfaction of a reaction other than that. And at that point, he understood that he wasn't going to get one. So he just kind of gave me that smirk and walked off the deck, probably to go drink more. So those are my top three. You could see as I was storytelling that I'm still not about my nephew. I mean, my precious nephew. No, that was an insulting, ignorant, but innocent comment. The dude that I was hanging out with, good riddance. My uncle, him and my aunt got divorced, so. But these comments stick with you. I mean, these comments were from 10 and 15 and 20 years ago. If you see something like that and you're out in public, just shut your yapper. Keep it to yourself. And think twice even about how you are reacting inside your head when you go straight to judgment, because you might be thinking, why would that person be growing a beard like that? They're a woman. That kind of a statement, especially in today's day and age, is so ignorant and misunderstood, meaning you don't understand what somebody else may be doing. They may be choosing to do that. They may be transitioning. They may be struggling with PCOS for 20 years and have uncontrollable facial hair growth that has been debilitating every waking moment of their life. Regardless of what you see, if you don't understand it, it is not your business, and it is their life and it is not your life. And one hurtful comment will stay with somebody for the rest of their life. I now invite you to let me have it, baby. I don't care who you are, what color you are, what age you are, what anything you are. Let me have it. Just vent to me, because I know you need to let it out. And I'm sorry that you had to hear those comments. And I hope that you please let them go. And if you need to have a piece of advice, like how do I respond to those comments? Well, to me, the biggest response is the lack of one. Don't say anything. More times than not, people are trying to get a reaction out of you and show themselves that they can get under your skin and that you are investing emotion into them when they say things to you. So show them that you aren't. And if it comes from somebody that means something to you, then maybe simply look at them and say, wow, they were right about you, and then walk away. Because it leaves them being like, wait, what? Who said what? Who said what? They're right about what about me? You know. So anyways, love all you. Be good, be happy, and until my next video, peace out.